All right. Good day, everyone, and welcome to another all new episode of Truly Live with your co host, Oliver and Yolanda Blue. And we will be right back.
What's the deal with all this drama? Like you supposed to be my mama. And you supposed to be my sister. And you supposed to be my brother. Loving one another, I thought, but nowadays I'm caught deep in thought. Cause saints don't act like they ought. Take me back, Lord, to the first. When family reunion was on Sunday at the church. Cause things seem strange instead of familiar. Instead of edifying, saints want to kill you. See you dying, and I'm crying out for those who knows how the spirit of God flows. With love, agape, and I pray that we will unite and form a holy posse and do this thing for the newborn king, giving hope to the meek through the door he brings.
Good deal. Tell me why is it so hard to keep it real when we are standing up? Jesus Christ loves us, for the Bible tells us so. What's the deal? Tell me why is it so hard to keep it real? Let's put our faith in love and show this world the church. Yeah.
Just get along, maybe not in the world cause it's wicked and wrong, but in Christ we have life, so let's live it. Freely we've been given it, so freely let's give it. A shock this nation, while they behold the peace in the midst of our congregation. All in together now, singing, bringing hope, got the devil on the rope, tag teaming, steaming with the spirit that be burning our bones, praying that he never ever leaves us alone. So stop sinning, stop tripping, put on the whole armor of God and get thoroughly equipped and flip the script and renew, stay true, cause under the clear blue there ain't nothing new. Word doers do. How's about you on the real? Let me tell me what's the deal?
What's the deal? Tell me why is it so hard to keep it real when we are standing up? Jesus Christ loves us, for the Bible tells us so. What's the deal? Tell me why is it so hard to keep it real? Let's put our faith in love and show this world the church.
So while you're out there wondering if God's gonna do what he's already doing, cause he already knew. One day you were gonna be his child, and one day you were gonna see these trials. So it's best to be safe and stay in God's race, not walking by sight, kid, but walking by faith. Not being stressed when the world try to press. Just keep in mind, yo, it's only a test. How do we look? Preaching the good book. When things start shaking, we the ones shook. When the heat start baking, we the ones cook. I never seen the righteous begging bread oversook. I'd rather be hot, mean, blind, lame, standing before God without blame, than having my whole body casting the hell's fire from following the world, seeking those evil desires. Nah.
Tell me why is it so hard to keep it real when we are standing up? Jesus Christ loves us, for the Bible tells us so. What's the deal? Tell me why is it so hard to keep it real? Let's put our faith in love and show this world the church. Yeah.
Lord, there's so many things that I want to thank you for. Lord, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy, God. I thank you for your love. Thank you for favor, oh God. God, if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't say enough thank yous and I couldn't praise you enough. So in this song, I'll simply tell you I love you. And God, I thank you for everything you've done.
Lord, there's so many things that you've done for me. Blessings unconditional, they seem to overtake me. Your hand of mercy proving faithful and true. Jesus, how can I express my thanks to you for your grace and kindness? Oh, agent of days, I'll give you thanks, oh Lord, now and always. Oh, I just want to say thank you for your love. Thank you. Thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you thanks. Oh, Lord, yeah, thank you, Lord. Lord, it's not enough to give a simple praise to the one who has blessed me in so many ways. Nothing I could say or do could really show my gratitude to you, Lord. One God, one love, one faith. To you I give you praise. Three blessed Trinity, you mean so much to me. You showered me with love, even when I turned away. Lord, I could never repay you, so I'll just say, I just want to say thank you for your love. Thank you for the blood. For all of the times that you brought me through. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you for your love. Lord, I thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I thank you for your grace. Lord, for keeping me safe. And I can share the good news of a Savior. Give someone a reason just to tell you thanks. Oh, Lord, thank you.
All right.
Lord, there's so many things that I want to thank you for. Lord, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy, God. I thank you for your love. Thank you for favor, oh God. God, if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't say enough thank yous and I couldn't praise you enough. So in this song, I'll simply tell you I love you.
All right. All right. All right. All right, everyone. And we just want to say thank you. I love that song. Welcome, everyone, We thank you for joining us tonight for another episode of Truly Live with your co founders and co host, Oliver and Yolanda Blue. We're so happy. We're so grateful. What about you, sweetheart?
I'm happy and grateful too, darling.
All right. Well, it is going to be another night, another space where you have come to expand your awareness through what we call transformation and a whole lot of love. A whole lot of love. And we're so excited to be here, and we hope that you are also. And we see some of our patrons have already entered into the room, and we thank you for being here. And what a great fall day.
It is.
What a great fall week.
It is.
I don't hear too many people using the term. Let me give you some volume.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. I don't hear too many people using the term autumn. They say fall. Why is that?
Mm, It's just because that's what they want to do, and that's okay.
It's a matter of what? What you've learned, culture,
Yeah.
what you've been exposed to.
Or what your preference
Well, it
is.
is a great autumn day also here with the OK Blues. And thank you so
I
much. And
think
it
the word that I've not heard used very much is autumnal.
autumnal.
Yes, autumnal. I know you like to use that word.
Okay. So that is synonymous with
Autumn.
autumn.
Yeah,
Okay. Autumnal. Okay.
autumnal.
All right. I'm already expanding my awareness.
You're the one that used the word, and I was like, whoa.
Oh,
Okay, Oliver, how am I going to concentrate with your hand there?
oh,
You
I'm
better stop that.
I'm sorry. You better now?
I'm better now.
All right. She's
Thank
better
you.
now, y'all. That's just that's a paradigm I have. When we say paradigms are habits.
Wow.
Paradigms are what? Habits?
Well, paradigms are ways of thinking,
Yeah, ways of being.
ways of seeing things
Yes.
that can become habits.
All right. If you're here for the first time, we are the OK Blues,
That's
and
better.
we are the founders of this platform, Truly Live, and we're also the co-founders of Truly OB LLC, which is a personal development company, which Yolanda and I developed years ago out of a burning desire to want to what?
To help people.
To help people
Yeah.
to live the life that they would love to live.
Yes.
And so, out of that burning desire, we developed a personal development company where our primary services are personal, group, and organizational coaching. We bring to this uh, business of personal development and transformational coaching 32 years of marriage, partnership, friendship, and roommates.
Okay. Roommates.
And roommates.
All right.
And we are proud parents of 3 adult children and the very proud parent of a 2+ year old grandson, which we got grandparent, what do you call it? Grandparent-itis. We
Oh,
got it real bad.
we've got it. Yes, we do.
And we are certified transformational coaches. We also are conference speakers. We are spiritual teachers. And we're a whole lot more.
Okay.
And we, with our personal development company, we teach and share personal and professional. What we say, we are a personal and professional principle-centered development company that help others to gain clarity around their true identity, which we call what?
The real you.
The real you. And so we share timeless content, universal principles, and transformational practices and community access with others who are committed to experiencing a deeper and more meaningful life. And that's why you're here. And those that have a strong desire for personal growth and to get different results in their life. We also share decades of experience from our journey together. And I think one of the most extraordinary things about us is that we're fun-loving, We are dance loving, and we rely heavily on joy and laughter. There's a lot of comedic activity that goes on here in the OK Blues house. And because we have learned that what laughter doeth good like a
Like a
medicine.
medicine.
And so uh, we have used that to get through some of our challenging times. And we invite you to do the same.
Yes.
And with that, sweetie, would you like to share with our viewership our why?
Yes. We want others to know that their life has deep meaning and good purpose. We help people to consider and pursue results that matter to them so that they live a focused life with purposed attention. Our passion is to help those who remain outside, unknowing, unawakened, and in need of a witness to the truth that is true always. We
Always.
love sharing a powerful message with a powerful people. And
And
you
you
are
are that,
those powerful
those
people.
powerful people.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. And I always like to start by acknowledging, making a few special acknowledgement. I always like to start with our patrons. You may ask, who are the patrons? That they are those individuals who have made a committed decision to partner with us to help uh, not only create content that we share on this platform, but to also they partner with us to support Yolanda and I in the work that we're doing. And so we are all like-minded with people that believe in growth and staying on our growing edge. And we do all believe that we can live the life that we desire
Now.
right now.
Yes.
And so uh, to be a patron is very simple. You can go to our patron site, www.patreon.com/truly live, which is on your screen there. And you can subscribe to our show to be a patron and a
Yes.
supporter of our show. It's very easily done. There are 3 levels there that you can engage in, and it's pretty simple. And so we invite you to join with us because
Yes.
we not only uh, are going somewhere that is having a tremendous impact on our world as well as your world and the world around us. But we go in there with a community, and we want you to be with us. So thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Also, like to
So let's just call out a few of our patrons that are here. Bob and Carol,
hello, Bob. Hello, Carol.
our dear friends from Indiana. We
Yes,
love them
we
dearly.
love them dearly.
Um, and Brenda, our dear friend from Canada,
From the province of Ontario.
Ontario.
Brenda is a patron, and we love Brenda so much.
Brenda's a
Thank you,
patron too.
Brenda, for being here.
So thank you so
And
much.
generally, when you see Brenda,
Her
her
mother,
mother will eventually show up, Virginia.
Virginia,
And so we welcome them and all the other patrons that
also
are
from Canada.
also from Canada. And so, like to acknowledge at this time anyone that is celebrating a birthday or an anniversary this
Yes.
week.
There's Virginia.
And there's
She said,
Virginia,
"Good
just
evening.
like
I
on
am
cue,
so
right?
grateful to be here."
All right, Virginia.
We're so grateful to have
Thank
you.
you so much. Yes. So those who maybe are who are celebrating a birthday or an anniversary this week, we salute you. We say happy birthday, happy anniversary, or happy whatever you're celebrating.
Whatever you're celebrating, we're
we
celebrating you.
join with you in your milestone.
Yes.
And finally, we always like to salute and give a shout out to our parents, the ones that are somewhat responsible for this unique expression that you see here called Truly Live.
They had a contribution.
They had a
They
contribution.
contributed.
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
they
it
did.
takes 2 to tango, you know.
Well, you can tango by yourself. But anyway,
Well, that's true in today's modern technology.
I think
And
we're
the tech-
talking.
in
I
this
think we're talking about two
in
different
this
things.
technological world we live in, yeah, you can, it only takes the one.
I think we're talking about two different things. But anyway, keep
What are
going.
you talking about?
It's okay. Keep going.
No, I want to know.
No.
Inquiry minds want to know. What are
No,
you
we
talking
don't
about?
wanna
You want to know
know.
what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
So
goodness.
shout out to grandma to mama Blue, who's generally on every week. She is a loyal
Hey,
patron.
well, she
And
confessed to me last week that she fell asleep right before the show,
and that was okay.
and she didn't get on.
She's entitled.
But she watched the replay.
That's one time.
She watched the replay.
So if even if she's not on live, which she's usually on, 99.9% of the time she's on live.
Yes.
And if not, she does watch the replay.
Yes.
So we say thank you to Mama Blue, who not only loves us and supports us, but she's a patron as well.
She's
So
a
we
patron as
appreciate her.
well.
And we're going to say
And
hi to my dad.
Yes, to Dewey.
Papa.
Yes.
Dewey, who is not watching, but I just got to see him. I spent a lot more time with him today than I'm supposed to.
He gets to watch the live edition of you,
Well,
the extra live edition.
He worked me over
That's
today,
what I
but
mean.
it's okay.
That's
it's okay.
Yes. Well, anyway,
we love our parents and we appreciate them.
Speaking of celebration,
well, I'm going to say this too right before you are. Well, go ahead and finish celebrating.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and finish celebrating.
Speaking of celebrations, speaking of milestones and accomplishment, this weekend is a grand weekend for the Blue household because Mama Blue is going to be celebrating her 90th birthday.
Woo-hoo.
And we are doing that in high fashion this Saturday. We're going to be gathering together as a family and as friends, as a community, and gathering together to celebrate Mama Blue's birthday. And we're so excited.
But we will sing happy birthday to her next week.
But we will sing happy birthday to her next week because her birthday is actually on the 25th.
Yes.
But we're doing the gala on Saturday the 22nd.
Yes.
And as a bonus now, this is still in the works.
So maybe you shouldn't say it
This
just
is
yet.
still in the
Maybe
works.
you shouldn't say
Mama
it.
know what I'm talking about. This is still in the works.
Oh, he's chomping at the bit.
Mama, you know what we talked about this week.
He's chomping at the bit.
Do we have a deal? Do I have a yes?
She'll let us know. But at any rate.
Let me know, Mama, if we have a yes.
At any rate.
And at any rate. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm gonna send out special. I'm sending out love and healing and comfort to my family. One of my aunts passed. One of my dad's sisters passed. She transitioned, and her services were today. So Aunt Ruby, thank you so much for your expression in the world.
Yes.
And we love you dearly.
The divine in us, bless the divine in you. Yes.
Amen.
Amen. All right. So it is. When with that said, it goes without saying that we are so happy and we are so grateful for this opportunity to provide this platform and to be a part of it, our very own self. We do not take this for granted.
Yes.
Each and every week that we are able to share in this manner, we are so grateful and so thankful for this now moment.
Absolutely.
And so if you are would like to share something that you may be happy and grateful for, because we know that gratitude is the way that we can effortlessly move energy into a higher experience, into a grander experience. And so the sharing of gratitude is something that we do here.
I'm going to go ahead and post this one because when Virginia got on, she actually did a little gratitude sharing. Okay, hold on 1 second. Here we go. Come on.
You gotta hit.
Hold on.
Hit that plus sign. There you go.
No, anyway, Virginia says, good evening, everyone. I'm so grateful to be here. And we are so grateful that you're with us as well. All right. And if anyone else has something that they want to post, if anyone else wants to post something to the chat, we'll share that as well as to what you are happy and grateful for, or if there's something that you're proud of.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm happy and grateful that we had the opportunity to spend the weekend with our grandson, and we got to experience some things with him. We went to an apple harvest festival, and he got to pick up and touch pumpkins, and we went through the apple orchard, and we listened to a
Yes.
live band, and we discovered that he loves to tap his foot. We didn't know that, but
He's got rhythm.
we were walking, and all of a sudden he would just stop, and I didn't know what in the world was going on, but then I noticed, he did it several times, and when I looked down, he was seriously patting that foot. So that was fun. So we did that. Spent time with our daughter in love that we love dearly, and so we had a good time. And then we went to Discovery Kids Place, and boy, was that a big, serious sensory overload for him. But that was fun too. So
That
we got
was
to do that.
supercharged.
One of the little areas was they had the 4-inch beam that the gymnasts use. And so there was one that was right on the floor, and then there was one a little higher. And of course, Oliver and I both got on there and did a few little things. And our son kept saying, "All right, don't hurt. You don't want to hurt yourself. Don't break anything," which is very true. But we had fun. We had lots and lots of fun. And Oliver got on a tractor. That was hilarious because there is nothing farm boy about him. So it was fun.
And we sang the song.
And we sang the song. We sang the Green Acres song, even though we messed it up a little bit. But it's
Yes.
okay. All right. So that's what I'm happy and grateful for. Bob and Carol said they're grateful for each other.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. And hello, Sheila Johnson. Another patron is on. And a ram. Go Sheila.
Patron and a ram.
Sheila says, I am grateful that the universe always seems to respond to your wants and needs. Absolutely. We live in a friendly
universe. And it stands with open arms, waiting for us to give the universe details on what we would love.
Yes. And what happens is when we are clear about what that is, then it seems like, all these things just seem to happen. What happens is things are happening all the time.
Things are happening
all the time. We're just not we're not at that vibrational level because we are vibrating somewhere else. But when we get clear about what it is that we would love, then we are at that frequency where we see all these things that happen, and it
Absolutely.
just seems to seamlessly fall in place.
Our friend Henry David Thoreau said it this way, that if anyone would move in the direction of what their dream, I don't want to mess it up, so my wife is looking it up.
You want me to get the
yes.
I'll do that.
I don't want to mess it up.
I'll get that for you if you would like.
But I think this goes hand in hand with what Sheila just expressed.
And if I had known you were going to do that,
you would have been
I would
prepared.
have already had it up. Hold on one.
And when we talk about the universe, we're not talking about something outside of us. The universe really is an innerverse. It is that part of us that is divine. It's that part of us that is one with the divine nature. And so it's not something that is separate and apart from us or out away from us.
Mm-hmm.
But really the universe is that which is within.
Yes.
The guru of the biblical days said it this way. He said that the kingdom is not with observation, meaning it's not something that is objectively that you can see with your eyes, but it is something that is what he said, the kingdom of God is within you. So the universe is what is within you. And I've heard it said that it is the innerverse.
It's the innerverse.
The innerverse, that inner you. And so you got it?
And remember, universe, only uni means one.
Uni means one.
Verse means song. So it is the song that is the one song that is playing, right, that we all share.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, I like that.
I know. I love it
that
too.
That gives me goosebumps.
Ooh, goosebumps. Brenda said, friendly universe, good thoughts to internalize. Thanks for the reminder.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And she's right. She said it's within.
It's within.
Exactly right.
Yes.
All right. So Henry David Thoreau said this. He said that he learned this at least. Let me do the quote. I learned this at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, He will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. He will put some things behind, will pass an invisible barrier,
Pass a what?
an invisible barrier.
Wow. Keep going.
New, universal, and more liberal laws will begin to establish themselves around and within him, or the old laws may be expanded and interpreted in his favor in a more liberal sense. And he will live with the license of a higher order. I love that part.
He lives with the license of a higher
order of being.
And that higher order is that divine part of us, which we call the real you.
Yes.
That is within you.
He completes that part of the quote by saying, in proportion as he simplifies his life, the laws of the universe will appear less complex. And solitude will not be solitude, nor poverty, poverty, nor weakness, weakness. Oh, wow. I love
We
that.
just love
and that
that.
is from the book that he had written.
Right.
The name of that book is Walden. And that quote is on pages 323 to 324.
Yeah.
That's the Henry David Thoreau quote. We absolutely
love it.
Yeah.
Because within that quote, there is a code. It's coded, just like everything in life is coded. It is a code for living. It is a code for abundant living within that quote, that if anyone who has a dream, and we all do, if anyone who has desires would move in the direction of those desires and those dreams, it says that all of life will move on your behalf.
Yes.
Even if the laws have to be rearranged just for your just to accomplish the desires in your heart, the universe will do that just for you. Yes.
Brenda is on it. Sheila Johnson said, universe, one song.
Yes.
Thanks for that breakdown.
Absolutely.
See, there is but the one of it. It's all about the oneness. Brenda said,
right.
One song we share.
One
Neat.
song we share.
Yeah,
Yes. It is the shared life, the shared being that we all are a part of. Even though we appear here in form as individuated beings with unique expressions, but there is only one being at the core and the essence of who we are. That is what we share.
And we, this one being, share all of this with the one source.
With the one source.
That source that breathes
absolutely
all of us.
Not separate from the source, but one with.
That's what's so great.
What we're one with.
One with.
And not only one with the source. Let's go a little higher. Let's raise our vibration a little higher. Y'all want to go with us?
Let's go there.
Not only that we are one with the source of all creation, but we have equality with that source. Because where there's no equality, there is no real love.
That's right.
We're not inferior beings. One that has an inferiority complex is one that does not really know themselves. And so that's why it's so important that the real you that loves you is known.
Yes.
That's what the poet meant when he says, know thyself.
Know thyself.
It will make you happy. It will give you goosebumps everywhere.
Yes.
It will cause you to
goosebumps.
Wow.
You said goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. If we don't, we could, this was not what we were planning to do. And so we're going to be.
It was, obviously it's what was needful.
Yeah.
And so someone needed that. I needed that. Did you need that?
It's great.
Okay.
I love
and I'm sure that Sheila and Carol and Virginia and Brenda and all the other viewers would agree that they needed that uplifting. And that's what Yolanda meant when she said that we have to become a vibrational match for the life that we love. In other words, we have to raise our level of consciousness and awareness and thinking to a level of truth that transcend situations and circumstances and conditions.
That's right. And from our teaching last week, we know that it is, our vibrating at the same frequency and with the emotional input
The emotional
is
involvement.
what causes
We all right.
the emotional input is what causes us to actually take action.
Absolutely. And we're
Yeah.
going to get into that a
Yeah.
little bit tonight
Yeah.
because we are on part 4 tonight
Part
of
4.
mindfulness. If you're first time being here, don't worry. The way we teach these things, the whole content is in every part. In every part, the whole thing is in every part. And so uh, we're going to start out by, we good?
Yeah, but you shouldn't post that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We're going to start out. Actually, we're going to skip through our uh, quotes tonight and
You
go
can
right
do
into
that
the
one. I was
lesson.
gonna say you can do that one.
Okay, let's do
Yeah,
this one.
you can do that one.
Okay, let's do that one
Yes.
then. Let's see if we can't do that
There you
one.
go.
All right. So remember last week we used this quote, and Yolanda, you want to read it again? I'll add it to the
Will.
screen. All right.
Yes, let's do that. This is our encouragement inspirational quote. To be attentive of what I am seeing, hearing, feeling, perceiving, and how I am responding to the thoughts that are arising in the mind is how I define mindfulness. That quote is by Oliver Blue.
All right. And so this is a good segue into our lesson, truly light lesson tonight, which again, we're continuing to unpack the topic of mindfulness. And we want to start out by maybe highlighting some of the points on the previous 3 weeks. And so these were some of the critical takeaways from week 3.
Okay.
And would you like to share? You want to like to read those?
Absolutely.
But we'll put them on the screen where you can see them in case someone want to write
Okay,
them.
hold on. I was actually, hold on. All right. So, from week 1, we said that the mind is an activating agent of thought, supplying creative energy.
Yes, very important. And as we get into the conversation, that's going to make even more sense. So, the mind is actually the part of us that activates thoughts. It's where thoughts arises.
Mm-hmm.
It's where thoughts get are put into form, or into images, or into ideas. And then not only does the mind activate these thoughts and ideas and images, but it also supplies the creative energy
Yes.
that is needed to bring those thoughts, ideas, and images into form.
Yes.
Critical operation of the mind. Go ahead, baby.
All right. So from week 2, we discovered that mind is the element of our being that has access to the divine and to the perceptual world.
Very important. It's quite obvious that we have access. That our makeup. I think it's said that we're spirit, soul, and body. But it's quite obviously there's a physical part of us, and there's a physical world that we relate to, and then there is a divine part of us, which is the invisible side of us, which relates to the divine world. And so the mind is the mechanism by which we access both the divine side as well as the perceptual or the form aspect of our being.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then in week 3, we really got into it. Okay. We said no one has seen the mind. We talked about without an image, there's mass confusion. Oh, he put mass to it.
Mass confusion.
There's confusion without there being an image. We talked a little bit about
Do you agree?
How we see in pictures.
Right. Do you agree with that, though?
Yes, sweetheart.
Okay.
And if we don't move on, we will never get through.
We'll move on.
So let's keep going here.
I'll put it up there. Do it.
Okay. And then life and our experience of life is all about our marvelous mind. We all did that little part last week. We talked about our marvelous mind. And it becomes life-changing when we understand the functionality of the conscious and the subconscious mind. And we got into that last week.
We got into
boy,
that.
oh boy, was that good.
Yes. And so to this week, we want to kind of continue along this vein, but then end up talking about these, uh, how do we bring these down into our daily living
Okay.
to benefit us? Because without application, these ideas are just what? They're just
Ideas. They're
ideas.
just ideas.
It's just entertainment. But what we actually are directing ourselves toward is having what direct experience with the reality of a mind that is in service, for our what, our best self, our well-being. And
And
so,
it's helpful when we understand.
right. And so, just for a, yes, this was part of our lessons from last week too.
Okay.
Where we,
So no one has ever seen the mind. We talked about how most of us were taught that the mind is a function within the brain, or that the mind and the brain are the same. Um, the mind is formless, timeless, and
Mhm.
infinite. Um, and then we went into the mind is, Oliver says, the mind is the most powerful tool on earth.
I'll take it
And
over any computer.
And then he says that the body is the second most powerful tool on earth because it's controlled by the mind. Because our body is wholly neutral. And so we talked about how that conscious mind, subconscious mind actually feeds that, and actually causes our body to
Go into action.
to move into
That's
action.
what
All right,
stimulates the
then
action.
let's go to the next one then. Okay.
Oh.
As an infant, our mind was wide open to be programmed by our environment. Our conscious mind is the seat of our intellect. We went into that a lot last week. It's what dominates our present awareness. It is our thinking mind where thoughts are formed and arise.
So we're talking about your conscious mind, right?
That's right. Our conscious mind where thoughts arise and are formed. Okay. And it's also where, so we're talking about the conscious mind again, is where our education and information is stored. With our conscious mind, we can either accept and reject thoughts or ideas. It is in our conscious mind where it contains all of our 6 intellectual faculties.
And imagination, intuition, reason, will, memory, and perception. And these are all invisible gifts that we all have,
That all of us have.
to be put into service, for our best expression.
That's right. So when information is impressed with repetition and emotion, it is passed to the subconscious mind.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about the subconscious mind.
All
Just
right.
as a review. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is important. Go
Right.
ahead.
The subconscious mind is the emotional mind. It works primarily in feelings. We call it the feeling tone. It is very, the subconscious mind is very impersonal. It only understands one.
Okay. Remember, we talked about the universe being one.
That's right.
The conscious mind only knows one. Even though there's 8 billion people on the planet, the subconscious mind, even though there's 8 billion people on the planet, when the subconscious mind hears a command or a request from any of the 8 billion people, it only knows the one.
It hears the one.
So even when we talk about things or others that we don't want, the subconscious mind only knows the one. So it thinks you're talking about yourself.
That's right. That's right. So the subconscious mind is very impersonal. It must accept all information impressed upon it through repetition or emotion. Remember, the conscious mind can either accept or reject, but the subconscious mind can only accept.
Right.
So it accepts all information impressed upon it through repetition or emotion. The subconscious mind is where our paradigms reside. It is where our self-image resides. And the subconscious mind controls the vibration of the body. So the subconscious mind is what actually moves our body into
action. And sometimes we do things and we say, why did I do that?
It is our subconscious mind that drives that.
Because the subconscious mind sent that image to the body. And the body is it is a very committed servant. to the mind.
Yes.
It will do whatever the mind tells it. And so it is the mind that needs to be what? To be renewed, corrected, brought into alignment with what that which is true. And and that's what we're doing here in this whole
Yes.
process of teaching and sharing transformational principles. That's
Yes.
the goal. Okay.
So the great thing there is that the mind can be renewed.
It can be renewed,
It
which
can be trained.
right. In other words, it can make a different
It
decision.
can make a different
It can
decision.
make a different decision.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
So remember, we said that without an image, people suffer needlessly because,
Yes.
or we said without an image, there's mass confusion.
Yes.
And when we ask you in general, where's the mind, what it is, we really don't have an image. So we use this just for illustration purposes only. The top part representing the conscious mind, the bottom part representing the subconscious mind, and then the bottom part of this is called the body. Okay.
Okay. And remember, while you're doing that, go ahead. I'm going to make certain that we put the credit up here. All right.
All right. And so we went on to show the illustration that the conscious mind is again the top part of the mind of this illustration. And this is just for illustration only. This is not what a mind looks like. In other words, mind is invisible. But but without an image, there's confusion. So this helps bring what some clarity to how our mind works, how it functions. Okay. And so the conscious mind is where we are always presently thinking of what our present thoughts of are, what our present ideas are, what we're presently looking at. You're looking at your screen or your phone. This is all happening in your conscious mind.
Yes.
Okay. And so that's where all information and data is stored there. And there is where we have the ability to reject or to accept any
Yes.
idea or any image or any thought.
Yes.
But those ideas that we accept, the ones that we attach ourselves to, because remember we said that thoughts just arise, ideas arise, images arise in our mind, but they are not personal to us. They're just in this ether, and we have the ability to choose what we attach to or what we don't attach to.
That's right. So our thoughts, feelings lead to actions which reflect our
Results,
attitude.
which
Yeah.
reflect our attitude,
Yeah.
and which reflects our results.
Yes.
And so again, the bottom part here, when we accept ideas, thoughts, or images in our conscious mind, then we suppress them into our subconscious mind by repetition or by getting emotionally involved
Yes.
with the thought, idea.
We impress
We
them.
impress them by
on our-
getting emotionally involved with the thought, the idea, or the image.
That's right.
So even if the thought, idea, or image is a fearful thought, idea, or image, we suppress those down into the subconscious.
We impress
impress them.
Yeah.
Likewise, thoughts that are good, thoughts that are healthy, thoughts that are expansive, as we say yes to those thoughts and accept them, those get impressed into our subconscious, and then eventually that which is in our subconscious, it directs the body to action, and the action will result in our results.
Yes.
Okay, and so so having this awareness, it can move you so far down the road.
Are you going to the next one?
Yes, I'm going to the next
let's
one.
do that one.
And then the next schematic was a culmination of everything that we talked about. Remember, the top part of the conscious mind is where the five physical senses, and where we get information from the physical world.
Yes.
And then of course, also housed in our conscious minds are those six, what we call invisible faculties.
Yes.
That are gifts given to us. They are invisible gifts to help us to help us to assimilate and to manage the information and the data that's coming into our mind.
That's right.
Because we do, memory is good, intuition is good. Having a will, meaning you can hold an idea or thought that you want. That means you can reject a thought that you want. That's what your
Yes.
will is for, to accept or reject. Uh, Intuition is a good tool to have, to be intuitive. And so all of these six faculties are gifts that we use to navigate life.
Yes.
Okay, but not having the awareness of them. We always use them, but if without the awareness and the understanding, we don't know how to use them in the interest of our what,
Of our
of our
dreams
growth.
and
And
our growth, our
right,
dreams and our visions.
absolutely. And then finally down here it says, uh, hang on my notes. Oh, there you go. And that final statement down there, it says that the subconscious mind is the emotional mind. It works in our feelings, and it must accept all information impressed upon it through repetition or through emotion. And it said it controls the vibration of the body, meaning that it controls the action of the body.
So this lets us know that our feelings are not supposed to dictate our actions. Our feelings are given to us to help us to manage, and it helps us to process our environment. Okay. But so our feelings are to be in service to our mind, not to be in charge of
Right.
or in control of our mind.
Not given to us to
That's
direct us.
right.
Our mind was never given us to direct us.
So then the body, which we didn't really get into this a lot last week.
We'll do it here.
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
So the body is the material part of ourself, the form. That's who we are in form. It's not who we are, but it is what is a part of our total expression.
Mhm.
Basically, it is merely the instrument of the mind. In other words, the mind controls the body. You can look at the body such. I like to describe the body as a communication device. It communicates what's in our mind.
Yes.
What we do, our actions communicate what we're thinking. It communicates what we're really feeling, and so it's just an expression of what's in the mind.
Yes.
And so the body, that's what we mean when we say the body is neutral. It has no mind of its own.
Mhm.
So the thoughts, the ideas, or the images that are accepted by our conscious mind are impressed upon our subconscious mind through emotion, right?
Mhm.
Or through repetition, which is connected to every cell of our body. So what you're saying here is that the feeling tone of us, the feeling mind, is connected to every cell of our body.
Yes.
And so that's why whatever we feel in our mind, we eventually will feel it within somewhere in the body.
Yes.
It will show up somewhere in the body. And it must move the body into action. So the actions that we are involved in determines our experiences or our results. The life that we experience on the physical level is a result of what's in our subconscious mind. It's so important that we understand this. So important. And the good news is that the subconscious mind, which is where paradigms, where our habits, our self-image is all stored, it can be altered.
Yes.
It can be changed. It's called transformation. That's what transformation is targeted towards, changing our paradigms, changing our self-image so that we can get different results.
Yes.
And so thoughts, so here's the simple, if you schematic here is, again, thoughts, everything begins with thoughts. Everything is created twice. Remember we said that. First in thought, then in what? Then in form.
Yes.
So a thought or an idea or an image come into our conscious mind. And then we impress that thought, idea, of image that we accept, good or bad. And see, that's where the conditioning of this world has negatively affected all of us, where we have accepted ideas and thoughts and images about ourselves and about the world that are not in our best interest. All conditioning. Some of us have had traumatic incidences somewhere along our timeline that had we got emotionally involved with them and they got down impressed into our subconscious mind, and that's really what's influencing our decision more so than what is presently happening.
Mhm.
That's why there's a line in the course that's in the Course in Miracles that says we're not upset for the reason that we think.
Mhm.
We think that the
Mhm.
upset is for what's currently happening on our conscious level, but it's not. It is our upset is what is buried in our subconscious, and we're not aware of it. So thoughts leads to feelings, right, that get impressed, and those feelings control the physical part of us, which is the body, and that's the action that we take or the action that we don't take.
That's right.
Because if those feelings are feelings of fear, that's what causes us to procrastinate or not take the action that we want to take.
But not taking an action is
It's
also
taking
an
an
action.
action,
Yes.
right? And
Because
so,
you're going to get the results of not taking an action.
and so it is in the body where we experience the results of what's in our subconscious mind.
That's right.
So that's where all expansion is in the subconscious mind, and that's where all restriction is. It's happening. It's really in the subconscious mind. And so when we desire to make change in our life and we try to change the results by working on the results, we notice that we make very little what? Progress.
That's
No,
right.
change has to happen in the mind, and more specifically in the subconscious mind.
Yes.
But you need the conscious mind in order to do that. You need your 6 mental faculties to do that. You need your imagination to imagine a different life.
Yes.
You need your will to hold an idea about that imagined life.
Mhm.
You need your intuition to be able to discern what is in harmony with that idea or that dream or that image or that vision that you have for your life. So all these are tools.
Yes.
Everything is useful. But if, like we said, if we don't have a image of what it looks like, there's what? Mass confusion, or we don't know. It's called ignorance. You know, and so we here at Truly Live are here to bring awareness. That's why we say we teach transformation. We share transformation because it is vital for our happiness, our joy, our love, and our
Yes,
peace.
yes. So thoughts lead to feelings, which lead to actions, which ultimately leads to our
Results.
results. Yeah.
It leads to it leads to your experience or
Yes,
results.
Yes.
And so again, the principle here to change your results, you have to go to the source, and the source is in the mind. And so we have to work on the thoughts, the images, and the ideas, create the ones that we want. And we do that through what? Repetition.
Yes.
We said repetition and what?
Repetition
And
and
emotion.
emotion.
So we get emotionally involved. So we have a dream, something that you love. It's in everybody's heart. Everyone got something in their heart that they love.
Mhm.
And we to take that.
Can you take that down?
Yes.
Yeah, let's take that down.
Okay. I want to show one more thing though.
Oh, you're gonna do one
Yeah.
more?
Yes. So let me go to the last slide, and then we'll be finished with the slides.
Oh, no.
Let's gonna do one more.
Go ahead.
You don't want to go there?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so how is this simple illustration useful to our everyday living? If understood and applied, it can reveal to you a wonderful world of freedom and what?
Unlimited
Possibilities in the 6 core areas of life: relationships,
time and money freedom,
health and wellness,
spiritual awareness,
vocation,
service.
and service.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And so we're not going to get to talking about some real application in those 6 core areas. We'll do that next week.
Okay.
Because to have the idea and not have the application is very frustrating, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So Yolanda and I next week going to talk about the 6 core areas and how this information, how this awareness, how this expanded awareness can help us now, help you as an individual to move your life from where you are now to that place that you desire to experience. Okay. And boy, whoo, that was a good review.
Which is why I was trying to move us along.
Let me-
That was
yeah.
really good.
Well, let me say this. Every time I go through this model, because I study this model,
Mhm.
I get more clarity, I get more understanding. And so when I go through my day, excuse me, and I'm having an opportunity to accept or reject an idea or a thought or a feeling
Mhm.
or a sensation because it's happening to us all the time.
All the time.
Or if I run into a situation where um, I want a particular result, now I have a structured way to understand, why the body may be wanting to do or move in a certain way, and ultimately I can use my will to make sure that I align my thinking, my feelings, and my actions to
You-
what I
Well,
desire.
we use those six mental faculties all the time.
We do it all the time.
And we use a lot,
Right.
what
And we
happens
do it
is
consciously.
we do it consciously, but what happens is sometimes we use one or two mental faculties more than we use the others.
Right. We highly
And
developed
but
in
we
some
but we
areas.
have the capacity to use them all.
Right. Right. And so, we talk about um, living the life you want to live here on
Yes.
Truly Live. Well, that's where imagination is so important.
Yes.
To where you can dream the dream, or dream or come up with the vision um, that you would love to experience.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to post a couple of comments. Sheila Johnson says another powerful lesson. She said she was inspired to reread The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. We it helps us to be reminded,
Yes.
and to to go over a few things over again. Okay, and then our dear friends Bob and Carol said a great review, definitely needed and welcome.
Yes.
Outstanding, Oliver Blue. That was fun, wasn't it?
That was fun. And that was expansive.
Yeah.
Yes.
We love teaching this kind of stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
But we are at the top,
We're at the top of the hour, yes.
again.
And we want to give your time, your evening back to you. So thank you so much for being here with us and being patient. Thank you. We're happy. We're so grateful for your interaction, your
Yes.
input, your thoughts. And if you're out there, and you feel free to share as we go through these truly life lessons. We love to hear from more of you.
Absolutely. Well, we are so grateful that you've joined with us and that you've decided to go on this journey with us as we all stay on our growing edge. We like to end each of these segments, these programs, with a blessing. And we like to use the Dalai Lama's loving kindness meditation. So we bless all of you who have joined with us, and we bless those that you hold dear in your heart.
So may you be truly happy.
May you live in peace.
May you live in love.
May you know the power of forgiveness.
And may you live in the recognition that your life has deep meaning and good purpose.
That's the Dalai Lama. And Oliver and I add to that, may you live in the awareness of who you truly are. We extend this blessing to every being on the planet.
And so it is. And so it is. And so it shall be. Thank you so much, everyone. We love you so much. We'll be back next week. Next week could be special. Could be
it's going to be special.
special.
It's always going to be special.
But it could be really special.
It's always special.
So with that said, right?
Calm yourself down.
I calm myself down.
down.
So with that, I feel like I'm about to jump out this chair, right?
I know.
So with that said, my name is Oliver.
I'm Yolanda.
And we are
the OK Blues.
I pushed your right here all along. I know that love to forgive all the hurt and pain. Love is enough to remove all the guilt and shame. Love is enough to make up for the hurt I made. I know that love is enough. God's love is enough. God's love is enough. God's love is